A tiger bites with 1,000 pounds of force. A python can swallow a deer whole. An eagle spots a mouse from 2 miles above the earth. Now picture the gap between all of them and you. You are walking through the tall savanna grass 100,000 years ago. The sun is going down. You are watching the shadows stretch across the dirt. You survive only by looking at these shadows and remembering what made them. You weigh 130 pounds. Your skin is thin. You are completely blind in the dark. You are the perfect prey. But the monster you are most afraid of, the one that lives in the stories of every ancient culture on Earth, the one that still haunts your modern dreams, isn't waiting in the grass. It isn't anywhere. And the scariest part? That shadow beside you is never going to move, because this monster never existed at all. You are facing the dragon paradox. You look at a map of human history and you see something completely impossible. The ancient Chinese carved them into jade. The Aztecs worshipped a massive feathered serpent. The Vikings carved them into the bows of their longships. European knights painted them on their shields. None of these cultures ever met each other. None of them shared a language. None of them shared a continent, but they all drew the exact same monster. A giant, flying, fire-breathing reptile. You want to know why they all saw the same nightmare? The answer is not magic. The answer is not buried dinosaur bones. The answer is hidden in the oldest, darkest part of your brain. In 2021, anthropologists at the University of Central Florida published extensive research examining how predator recognition directly shapes primate evolution, building on a theory first proposed by anthropologist David E. Jones. The dragon is not a myth. It is a memory, a biological warning system hardwired into your DNA, and to understand how it got there, you have to go back to the forest. The answer isn't just one thing, it is a layered puzzle of ancient trauma, and uncovering it reveals exactly what you are. Look up at the canopy. You are an early primate, you live in the trees, you are small and always hungry. And you have only 3 predators, 3 things that actively hunt you. The snake attacks from within. It blends into the leaves and waits for you to step on it. It strikes in less than 1/10 of a second. Its venom paralyzes your nervous system before you can scream. You simply fall into the dirt and stop moving. The leopard attacks from below. It climbs the bark in complete silence and crushes your skull while you sleep. Its teeth are designed to sever your spinal cord. The eagle attacks from above. It drops out of the sun and rips you from the branch. Its talons puncture your lungs. It carries you screaming into open sky. These 3 killers shape everything about you. Your brain expands specifically to detect them. You develop forward-facing eyes just to process the geometric camouflage of a coiled snake in the leaves. Millions of years pass. You are no longer in the trees. You walk on open ground now. Your brain has tripled in size to process the endless dangers of the savanna. You have fire. You have spears. You band into large tribes. You are no longer the prey. You are hunting the things that used to hunt you. You are becoming the apex predator. But your brain does not forget. Evolution does not erase millions of years of trauma. It stores it. Your visual system is still hardwired to instantly detect the specific patterns of danger. The diamond scales of a snake. The cold, reflective eyes of a cat. The curved shadow of wings sweeping across the ground. You see them even when they are not there. A curved stick looks like a snake. A dark shape in the corner looks like a cat. Your brain never stops searching for the 3 killers, and then you sleep. Your massive, imaginative human brain starts to dream. And it does something no other brain on Earth has ever done. It takes the shimmering scales of the snake. It takes the crushing jaw and the raking claws of the leopard. It takes the massive sweeping wings of the eagle. And it stitches them together into one ultimate apex predator. It builds a dragon. This is why every culture on Earth invented the exact same monster. Because every human on Earth inherited the exact same ancient fears. You are looking at a composite sketch drawn by a traumatized species, but there is still a missing piece. Dragons breathe fire. Snakes do not breathe fire. Eagles do not breathe fire. Leopards run from it. So where did the flames come from? To understand this, you need to understand what your brain actually does under extreme stress. Neuroscientists call it fear generalization. When a threat is severe enough, your amygdala stops filing it away neatly. Instead, it bleeds the terror outward, fusing the fear of one thing with the fear of everything that feels equally catastrophic fire qualified. Your ancestors watched entire valleys burn to ash in an afternoon. A single stray spark could take the forest. A sudden shift in the wind and you suffocate in black smoke before the heat even reaches you. Fire was the only force on Earth more total and more indiscriminate than the predators themselves. So your dreaming brain did not add fire as a detail. It fused it as an emotion. The biological threat and the elemental threat collapsed into one, not a predator that also breathes fire. A single unified feeling of absolute annihilation given a shape. The dragon is not just an animal. It is a walking apocalypse. The complete physical form of there is no surviving this, and so you spent thousands of years telling stories about it. You painted it on cold cave walls. You carved it into stone. You used it to teach your children to be afraid of the dark. You used it to explain thunderstorms, earthquakes, floods. The dragon became the universal symbol of chaos itself. Then the world changed. You built stone walls. You built cities. You pushed the leopards to the very edge of the world. You shot the eagles from the open sky. You paved over every hiding spot the snakes had left. You became the undisputed master of the planet. You had nothing left in the physical world to fear. But the dragon did not die. It adapted. You put the dragon in your biggest movies, your most popular games. You write thousands of fantasy novels about it. You are still completely obsessed with the same monster your ancestors painted on cave walls in the dark. You cannot let it go, because you still need it. You need something to be truly afraid of, something larger than yourself, something that violently reminds you that you are not invincible, that something still exists that could end you completely. When you look at a dragon, you are not looking at cheap fantasy. You are looking in a perfectly clear mirror. You are seeing the exact physical shape of everything that tried to erase you before you even became what you are now. It is a towering monument to every ancestor who did not make it through the night. The ones taken by the snake, the cat, the bird. Their terror built the monster. Their terror built you. Remember that, Savannah. The grass is tall. The sun is almost gone. The shadows are stretching across the dirt. You are still there. Right now, underneath every city you built, underneath every weapon you invented, underneath the entire modern world you constructed around yourself, that version of you is still standing in the tall grass, watching the dark. You are the most dangerous creature this planet has ever produced. You split the atom. You walked on the moon. You built weapons that can vaporize continents. And you still check the shadows before you sleep. The dragon is not a story about a monster. It is a story about what it costs to become you.